chapter 4 verse number 3. It says, if you fear that you cannot deal fairly with the orphan girls. Okay, hold on. What? Okay, sound good. Like, I mean, if you cannot deal, why orphan girls specifically? What about girls? The Quran encouraging us to marry orphan children, because as you see, it says girls. This is a Muslim translation, by the way, not mine. So don't blame me for a translation. Don't say, oh, this is a, you know, this is your Muslim translation. I have nothing to do with it. This is your Islamic website, very well known. I have nothing to do. I'm just reading for you what is in the screen. Okay. So if you cannot be fairly dealing with the orphan girls, okay, how fairly? Marrying children again, an orphan. So I cannot be good to the orphan unless I sleep with the orphan. Is that what ethic today is? In order to be good to the orphan, I have to sleep with the orphan. So if the orphan did not go to my bed, I will not give him a sandwich, or her. Now you may marry of women of your choice, 2 or 3 or 4. The Quran never start with 1. The option have to be from the multi wives, and then, but if you fear that you might not be able to treat them equally, then only 1. Any Muhammadan is watching this, he will say to you, well, don't you see he is saying if you fear not to treat them equally? Okay, so let us take this as an ethical standard, that if I can treat women equally, then I can marry women of my choice, 2 and 3 and 4, whatever. But is it possible to treat women equally? Any Muslim who have no idea what we are talking about, he will say yes. Well, guess what? The same chapter say no. The same chapter say no. It is mission impossible. So why you marry them? You see, I just open another page so I can show you right away. Chapter 4 verse number 3 says, go and do. By the way, it doesn't say marry. This is a translation of the Muslims. The word here even did not use the word marry. It says fankihu, which means do the you know, the effort, physical action. So do the F thing to 2 and 3 and 4. And if you cannot be fairly, then fawahida, which means only 1. But in verse number 4, verse 129, it says you cannot be, and you will never be able to treat your wife equally. Okay, hold on. What kind of God this God is? In one verse he says that you can have multi wives if you treat them equally. Okay, is that a statement with the stop sign saying, which means don't do it, like don't multiply your wife? No, the Muslim, they practice that. Muhammad, he have many wives. He have 13 according to Muslims, and hundreds of or thousands of sex slaves. So how you say to me in one verse you can have sex with 2 and 3 and 4, but if you cannot be able to be treated them equally, then only 1. In the same Quran you say to me in the same chapter verse 129, and you will never be able to treat them in equal fairness. Never. If Allah say never, that's mean never, correct, Muslims? You know, don't tell me Allah, he is saying maybe some of you can do it, some of you cannot. He says you will never. He's speaking to all the Muslims.